There are a number of different ways to zoom in and out of image, as well as to pan around to see different areas of an image in Photoshop. I'm going to select two images in Bridge. Example, I'm selecting this panda and this deer oil paint. And then I'm going to press Ctrl O in order to open both these images in Photoshop 2021. Now I would like to view these options or these images using different modes. So I click on View, and in View you will see that there are four options which I use frequently. These options are Zoom In, Zoom Out, Fit on Screen, and Zoom to 100%. Notice that there are shortcuts next to each of these. Example, for zoom in and zoom out, the shortcut is Ctrl plus and Ctrl minus. For fit on screen, the shortcut is Ctrl 0. And to zoom to 100%, it is Ctrl 1. Let us now explore these options. So in my panda image, if I press Ctrl plus, you can see it goes on zooming in. And if I press Ctrl minus, it will zoom out. Same way, if I press Ctrl 1, it will zoom to 100%. And if I press Ctrl 0, it will fit to the screen view. So I would request all of you to get acquainted with the shortcuts for these four options: zoom in, zoom out, fit on screen, and zoom to 100%, because these options you would be using frequently in your workflow with Photoshop 2021. You should also know that you can enter a zoom percentage in the lower left corner. So I will just type in the lower left corner, I'll double click over here and change it to 50% and hit enter. This will change the zoom percentage to 50%. Now notice that there is also a zoom tool in the toolbar over here, and you can activate that zoom tool just by pressing the Z key from the keyboard. And now you will notice that the cursor changes to a magnifier with a plus icon. And every time I click on the image, it will zoom in, and zoom in. Now, if I want to zoom out, then I can use the zoom out option from the options bar like this, and you will notice that the magnifier changes from a magnifier with a plus icon to a magnifier with a minus icon. And now as I click on the image, it will go on zooming out like this. Now you should also note that if I click on zoom in and if I keep the left mouse button pressed, it will zoom in like this till I release the mouse. And if I press the zoom out option and keep it pressed, then it will zoom out like this till I release the mouse button. Now I will press Ctrl and 0 for fit to page. Now you should also note that if I am zooming in like this using the zoom option, and if I want to change to zoom out, then instead of clicking on the minus, I can press the Alt key from the keyboard, and now I can zoom out. One of the shorter ways of moving. Then the next option is for panning. Now in order to pan this document, let me first zoom it to 100%. So I'll press Ctrl 1. This zooms it to 100%. And now from the toolbar, I have to use this pan option. And in order to activate this hand tool, I'll just press the H key from the keyboard. Notice that the cursor changes to a hand icon, and now I can pan to the left, to the right, to the top, or at the bottom. Also, I can just keep the left button pressed and I can release it. So you can see it goes on scrolling to the left or to the right or to the top or to the bottom, depending on when you're releasing the mouse button. Finally, if I want to come back to the normal mode, I'll use the move tool so that I come out of that pan mode, and then I will press Ctrl 0 for fit to window. So friends, with this we finish this lecture in which we have studied how to pan and zoom the documents. We will see again in the next lecture. Till that time, goodbye.